Hey guys, so I saw a few people were struggling with the new Danger Room event because it actually works in a slightly different way and kind of annoying. So I'm going to give you the rundown on how to get these ISO 8s and these voice lines in the quickest way possible, basically giving a tutorial on what to do, how you should do it, and you can actually do this completely offline. Trying to do it in online PvP might be a bit difficult, especially for some of them because it's not going to be easy. You'd have to be like guaranteed way better than your opponent team by a lot. So let's start off with the first ISO 8. So the first two ISO 8s you can get by defeating the Dark Phoenix encounter in the Danger Room. Now, when you do get her, you have to beat her within 2 minutes without anyone on your team dying and without any of your members of your team going below 30% health. So they always have to be above 30% health and no one must die, and you have to defeat her in 2 minutes, which is quite a rush. So you're going to want to load a training level that's somewhat in the middle to high, and you're going to win the first round, lose the second round, win the third round, and this usually guarantees a bonus round of the Dark Phoenix. If you win all three, sometimes it just like ends, so you're going to have to then do the whole thing again. So I recommend losing one of the rounds so that you do get that bonus round. And then basically once you've done that, you'll get those two ISO 8s. It's very simple. And the bottom two ISO 8s that you get as rewards in the Danger Room dividends, as well as the voice lines, you can get by simply playing the Danger Room at training level alpha. This is the easiest one. It's going to be so quick. It's literally going to be a joke at how quick you can do this. The first things first is to get the first ISO 8, you're going to have to activate all modules that appear in every round and win. That means when it says jump 7 times, you better jump 7 times. You have to actually complete it before your opponent does. Sometimes it's like right at the end as you're beating a boss, you'll see one will pop up and you won't be able to finish it in time. That's okay as long as your enemy is not going to finish it as well. You basically have to not let your enemy finish any of them. So as long as you're doing all of those and completing them, rolling, dodging, blocking, whatever you can, you'll be good. Then there's the one with win all rounds without needing to be revived once. So that's quite simple. All you have to do is not die. Ever. None of your heroes must die. And then when you win in the Danger Room mode with all team members with 40% health or more, which is quite easy if you're doing training level alpha, you'll get the first voice line. The next one is by getting a 25% lead on the opposing team in the Danger Room mode and win. That's also very easy, especially in the alpha mode, and especially you just kind of steamrolling them. I mean, like once you get to like the wave 200, I mean, literally the enemy will still be on like 20%. You'll be 100% completed, especially if you're using someone like Star-Lord, just like amped up all the way, dude. And then the tricky one here, this last voice line is quite tricky to get because at first I didn't understand what it means. It says here, win every round while dealing 600,000 or more ultimate extreme attack damage, Alliance extreme attack damage. Now that's very confusing when you first hear that. You're like, shit, do I have to like win the round? Like, because there's 3 rounds of the Danger Room and then sometimes the Dark Phoenix. What this means is that during that round, not at the end of the round, like, because it says here, like, win the round by dealing damage. Like, I always thought, like, you have to end the round dealing that damage. You actually don't. You just have to do a full Alliance extreme attack during each round and make sure that you get over 600,000 extreme attack damage. So what you're going to want to do is make sure bosses are like staggered out, or you have a team that does massive extreme attack. It was quite easy for me. Like most of the rounds I did over like 2.7 million, so it was super easy to do those. And that's basically all you have to do to get all the major things from the Danger Room dividends. The rest is all experience cubes, and honestly, these ones aren't even like worth it to me. I'm not even going to bother trying to get those. It's just the voice lines that I want and the ISO 8s. And that's pretty much it for this event. I hope this guide helps you get these things here and gives you the knowledge of how to do them. Basically just doing the Danger Room in 2 difficulties. Like I did mine in Omega, and then I did it in Alpha for the later half of the video for all these easier ones. So I'll see you guys in a future video. We'll be testing out some of these ISO 8s and seeing what I can do with this new kind of like gimmick of like this aura that we're going to get. It's pretty interesting. I want to try that one out.